All right, hey guys. So part 3, high lifter front 1000 front diff swap. It's really late, so I just finished this up. Just to show you where we're at. So everything's now put in. Let's see. Got the new diff in, shafts in, and the plate is in, and they even have a drain hole, which is nice. But as you can see, where all the bolts go, they did a horrible powder coating job on this. And the instructions say do not use washers for some reason on the bottoms of these bolts, whatever. So all the powder coating cracked, probably in here as well. Yep, sure did. So great, I get to deal with rust down the road. But I'm gonna end up going ahead and painting it. I'm gonna try and get off as much as I can and hit it with some black rust paint, and hope that'll keep it from rusting too bad. So if I ever need to, I'll just take the plate back down and I'll rhino line it or something like that, and hopefully that won't happen. But man, it came out really good. So it's a tight fit, just so you know. Look how close everything is in there. Let me get a light in there. Yeah, it's tight. Everything is tight. This steering link, I don't know about you other guys with Rangers, but this right here, this whole steering assembly is a pain in the ass, and it does not let your drive shaft go up all the way in the front when you're trying to slide it into the back. And I greased the hell out of that thing and tried everything I could. Well, I mean, 2 people would have been best, but I didn't have another person here. So here's where we at. And for whatever reason, Polaris, so it's got to hit the plate, basically, the U-joint where it hooks up, to even get the right angle to go into this shaft, go onto the shaft, excuse me. So I got fed up with it, and I just said, screw it, I'm cutting it out to where that U-joint right there wasn't trying to hit the plate right here and push down on it to get the right angle to go up, while I'm trying to shove it from the other end. It was a pain in the ass, and I'm never gonna have to deal with that again now. So yeah, I just cut that with the grinder, cutting wheel, and now when I'm trying to put that shaft on, it goes right here, and I can get it right at the correct angle and slide it on up. It's still, you know, like I said, a pain in the ass to get it up there, but she is done. So that is the high lifter, or you know, the high lifter plate install for the 1000 front diff to go on any 900 Ranger or RZR. Yeah, it came out, I think, pretty well. The plug plugs right on up over there. So I still got some electrical stuff to deal with and get finished up. But, oh, and I put Can-Am's bellows. I have that on my Outlander, on the tranny, diffs, everything. I put it on the transmission of the Ranger also. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so once I get the electrical all done, I'll test out the diff, make sure everything works. And it does have fluid in it. It's brand new, but I just don't know. I'm gonna check it, and I'll probably just drain it and put Polaris some new stuff in it. You just never know what other people do or put in there. So I'd rather know I have the right stuff. So like I said, still got to paint A-arms, bushings, do all that. But oh, my drive shaft's little nuts and bolts, here we go. They came out good. Don't hit anything. We got the nut on there to lock it down. And also I found an Allen bolt instead of putting that pin in there and having to bang on it to get it out. I don't like banging on this because, I mean, you're banging against the pinion bearing and gear, and that probably is not a good thing to do. So if you're banging on that pin trying to get it out and it's not coming out because it's rusted in there or something, you're beating the hell out of your diff, really. So I just put a bolt through there with a nut and torqued it down. It's a lock nut I think I used, or I just torqued it down or put some Loctite on it, and you're good. And I cut the excess off, so I'll just take it right back off if I ever need to. But yeah, I have no slack whatsoever in my driveline now, which is awesome. New ball U-joints and everything. So all right guys, that's, like I said, putting the 1000 front diff in a 900 wasn't too bad, except for my little screw ups and then having to weld and do all that. But if anybody, you know, has any questions on what I did or anything else, just shoot me a message and I'll be happy to answer. Like I say always, please hit that like button and subscribe so I can get some more videos going. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one. Till next project. Thanks.